subscribe, please.
Someone thought that. All right, off to an early lead here. Good. How about why did the Spanish build this fort here? What's about that? Okay, that looks like it's coming over the outside. How did they build the fort here? So it looks like why by a nose, and then the War Department, National Park Service created this national monument. Looks like I'm going to tell you all why the Spanish put this fort here. Now, if you want to hear about any of the other stories, open the fort, continue to yell, let's go over. Now, I mentioned you all this story. This story goes back. This story goes back 1700. But we're going to go back further. We're going to go back to the late 1400s, early 1500s. The Europeans, the Spanish, have, much to the chagrin of the folks always living on this side of the world, they have discovered the New World. Central and South America, the Aztec, the Maya, and Incan empires. Now, what did the Spanish take from those folks that brought them back again and again? What did they take from the Aztecs and the Incans?
Gold.
Gold, silver, chocolate. You're playing right. Load your ship full of gold, silver, and chocolate. Hit the high seas. Who's coming after you?
The British.
That's
Yeah, everybody.
Pirates. Remember, pirates are going to come into our story in a little bit. All right, any of y'all grew up in Florida? Any of y'all grew up in Florida? I grew up in Florida. My siblings and I, we dug holes all over the backyard. Our folks yelled at us, we dug more holes back there. We never found any gold. We don't have any gold here in Florida. What we have is the super highway back to Spain, the Gulf Stream. All those ships full of gold, silver, and chocolate are coming off Spanish Main, squeezing through the bottom of Florida, and right up the coast here on their way back to Spain. 1513 comes along, Juan Ponce de Leon swings on by, and once again, much to the chagrin of the Temucuans and the other folks who have already been living here for 12,000 years, he discovers La Florida, the land of flowers. Now, back in those days, Florida goes north, all the way up towards what's now Canada. Heads west, out to the Mississippi River. So all that Europe knows of what's going to become North America is Spanish La Florida. Now, the French didn't read that memo, so we got some issues over there in Europe. The Protestant Reformation's going on over there. In the 1560s, some of those Protestants in France, the Huguenots, jump on some ships, sail on over, and they land about 50, 60 miles north of us on the St. Johns River, near present-day Jacksonville. They build a wooden fort up there. They don't find any more gold. My siblings I did. Some of the guys get impatient, jump on some ships, decide to try their hand at becoming pirates. Well, they didn't become very good pirates because they get caught right off the bat. King Philippe of Spain, one of his worst fears. He now has French pirates on the coast of Florida threatening his treasure fleets. He calls his admiral fleet Pedro Menendez in the office. Admiral Menendez, I have a job for you. I need you to rid my land of these French invaders. And he does, and that's story number one, how we get our name Matanzas. So after the Spanish get rid of the French, they come back to the town of Saloy, which is now St. Augustine. They build a wooden fort up there and a series of wooden watchtowers up and down the coast, heading west out to the St. Johns River. A wooden watchtower is a small wooden stockade with a cabin and a tower. You climb up the top of that tower with your spyglass, spend all day up there just looking out to sea, watching for ships. Now you might see some ships way out on the horizon over there. You're watching them. They're getting a little closer. They're getting a little closer. They're getting a little closer. All of a sudden realize, those are pirates! We got pirates all the way to St. Augustine. Someone jumps in the boat that rows fast as they can in town. Y'all got pirates on the way. You need to get ready. The soldiers, they're going to jump in the boat. They're going to, or the soldier, yeah. One of the soldiers, they're going to jump in the boat, head on down. They already did that. Wait, where are we at? Yeah, that's right. They're getting ready. Yeah, that's the soldier, not the soldier. The soldier's there. That's where I'm lost. Yeah, now the soldiers, they're going to head on in the Castillo. They're going to get the guns ready to slow those pirates down. The folks in town, they will gather up whatever they value the most. Pack as much as they can carry, and they're going to run out in the woods. Now, pirates are generally kind of lazy guys. They're going to come on into town, steal what's left behind, burn the town down, then they're leaving again. You come out of the woods with all your valuables, you rebuild the town, and you wait for the pirates to come back and burn it down again. So that's what's going on with the Spanish in Saloy and St. Augustine in the 1500s. The 1600s come along. The British arrive on the scene. And the British are worse than any pirates out there. They're not only stealing our gold, they're stealing our land. They have stolen Virginia from us. They've stolen Massachusetts from us. They are trying to steal Thanksgiving from us. But we know Thanksgiving happened here in September. 56 years before any of that November business up there. So by the time we get to the mid-1600s, we got British armies all the way down to the Carolinas. Queen Mariana of Spain, she draws a line in the sand to stop this British invasion, and she commands a stone fortress to be built in St. Augustine, the Castillo de San Marcos. Now, when the British attack, it's different than pirates. When the British attack you, they come on in, they steal your home, and they steal your land, and they do not leave. So our tactics will change with the Castillo in place. We're under attack now. Instead of grabbing everything around the woods, we're going to grab everything and run inside the Castillo. The Castillo is a siege fortress. Now, in a siege, whoever starves first loses. That's how sieges work, and that's where this river comes in. The Matanzas River is the back door into St. Augustine. The British do attack. 702, more from the Carolinas comes down to attack us. So while everybody's running inside the fort with all their food, all their valuables, a group of soldiers running out of the fort, they're going to get in a boat to go get some help. So they're going to row out the back door, row out the river, row out the inlet, turn right, and south to the next closest Spanish town. It is 1702. So where do y'all think they are going for help? Where is the next closest Spanish town to those days? I'll give you all a hint. Nowadays, it's a really, really, really big city down south. So name a really big city south of us. Where y'all think they're heading?
Havana.
Havana, Cuba. We are in for Spanish in Florida. We have to get all the way down to Cuba. It will take that boat, that crew, 10 days, 2 weeks just to get there. They'll meet with the governor, convince him that Florida's in peril. He's going to get the fleet, the troops, supplies together. They're going to sail back up to save the day. And when they get off the inlet here, they're going to slow down, drop the boats in the water, load some supplies in there. They're going to go in the back door. While the ship's soldiers continue north, take on those British armies in St. Augustine, and we win! Now the British are really sore losers. Those guys burn the town down. They come back and attack us again later. 1740, Oglethorpe out of Georgia gets back to attack us, except this time, we don't have to run all the way inside the fort with all our food and valuables. When we rebuilt the town this time after the British burned it down, we built a wall around the town. So we just have to be ready to run inside the fort in case the wall fails. But the soldiers are still heading on down to Cuba to get help. The fleet, the troops, supplies are sailing back up to save the day. And when they get off the inlet here, Oglethorpe has stationed warships out here. He has blockaded the inlet, closed our back door. We can't get those supplies into town. They signal the watchtower, hey, your supplies are here. We're going to retreat south to Mesquite Inlet. Come on down and get them if you can. St. Augustine's under attack. It's getting hungrier and hungrier and hungrier. There is a gentleman in town, Ensign Antonio Nieto. Ensign Nieto volunteers, or he's volunteered, to go get those supplies. So he and his crew come rowing on out the river. Remember a while back I was telling you all about the wooden watchtower out here? They go by that wooden watchtower. Guys are up top there with their spy glasses. They're just looking out at those British ships. Hey, Antonio! Man, you've got some really big ships you're up against out there. Too bad we don't have any cannons to help you out. But hey, we are rooting for you. Best of luck out there. And then head on out there, find those British ships. We got to run a naval battle southbound until sunset because all battles end at sunset. They do continue on, find the supplies, slip back in by the British, and we win again. So in the 1600s, when the Castillo was built, we know how important the back door to St. Augustine is going to be. 1702, the British learned how important this back door is. They lost. 1740, we learned that the British learned how important this back door is. We almost lost. That wooden watchtower is no longer going to work. That's when we need to get a fortified watchtower like this one. It will be fortified, made of stone. We'll be able to set up against British cannon if we need to. It's going to be a really tall tower. We'll climb it, we'll see miles out to sea, and it's going to have guns. We'll be able to control this inlet. Now, Oglethorpe is still really upset about losing that 1740 siege, and he didn't even get to burn the town down because we put a wall around it. Now he hears, we're going to build this fortified watchtower down here. He says, no, no, no! That is not going to happen! He sends the warships back down here to destroy what's under construction. They get out here, they look in, they see we've just started to build this. They drop the boats in the water, the soldiers jump the boats, they roll on in to attack and destroy, but they don't realize, even though we have just started to build this, we have finished through the gun deck. We've got a couple guns here now. We lob a couple balls out towards those boats. Those balls spin around, go back to ships. Ships around, go back to Georgia, and St. Augustine has never been attacked again. So even before the fort's done being built, it's already fulfilled its mission. This is the back door into St. Augustine. This is the key to this back door. With this in place, we control the inlet. If you're Spanish, this is a safe refuge. You want to come in under the protection of the guns. You're not Spanish, you have no business over here. Y'all need to keep moving on. So that's why the Spanish decided to build this fortified watchtower here.